Welcome to the 123rd Annual Meeting of the Southern California Golf Association. The SCGA is proud to continue its service to our member clubs and golf in our region, and we are pleased that you have joined us for this occasion. The purpose of today's meeting is for the SCGA Board of Directors to introduce the newly elected Board of Directors, report to our member clubs on the activities and accomplishments during the past year, and to conduct other official SCGA business. And one more note, we will announce our various award winners later this year. I would now like to call the annual meeting to order. I am pleased to report that we have a quorum present for today's meeting. The minutes of the 2021 annual meeting have been approved by the Board of Directors and can be forwarded to any interested individual who so requests. We are now in the 30th year of our SCGA Club Delegate Program, which was initiated to foster communications with our member clubs. We're pleased to announce that we now have 773 active club delegates, with many of you joining us today. We welcome you and thank you for your participation in the Club Delegate Program. I want to take this opportunity to thank the SCGA for the incredible honor of serving as president for the past year. It has truly been a highlight of my career. The game of golf is incredibly important to me and my family. So to be able to serve and give back to the Southern California golf community has been a privilege and something that I will treasure for the rest of my life. Thank you for the opportunity. It is now my pleasure to call upon Treasurer Zach Moran for the Treasurer's Report.
The SCGA has engaged the services of the accounting firm of Baker Tilly to provide the annual audit for the association, as well as the SCGA Junior Golf Foundation. Representatives of Baker Tilly completed the audit for the 2021 fiscal year and found the results of the association's operations and cash flows to be in conformity with generally accepted accounting principles. The audit results were reviewed with members of our Audit and Finance Committee, and copies of the financial statements were distributed to the Board of Directors of the association. Also, the SCGA utilizes the services of Bank of New York Mellon to manage its investment portfolio. For the 2022 fiscal year, current budget estimates indicate that we will meet our income and expense projections. In total, I am pleased to report that the association is deemed to be in sound financial condition. Now, I would like to introduce Dan Cimino for an update on the SCGA Junior Golf Foundation.
Hey, thank you, Zach. We are very pleased to provide this update on the past year at the SCGA Junior Golf Foundation. As I hope you know, our mission is to develop an inclusive golf community that allows youth to thrive on and beyond the golf course. We commit our resources to helping underserved and underreached populations in particular. To achieve this work, we are creating equitable access to the game, providing playing opportunities, and utilizing intentional positive youth development coaching. And it's working. Our program evaluation has identified 4 main categories of player outcomes, including improvement in social, emotional, relationship, and cognitive behavior skills, in addition to golf skill improvement. 2022 has been an exciting year of steady expansion for our foundation. Our partnership with Youth on Course continues to grow, providing 70,000 buckets of range balls and 40,000 rounds of golf at reduced rates to kids across Southern California. At the start of the year, we were hosting our player and youth development program, as well as our LPGA, USGA girls golf programming in 3 communities: Southeast Los Angeles, the San Fernando Valley, and Riverside. We have since launched 2 new communities in Southwest Los Angeles, based out of Maggie Hathaway Golf Course and in Orange County at Willowick Golf Course. These are also home to 2 new girls golf chapters. We are now reaching more youth than ever before and connecting them with local role models, our program coaches, who look like our kids and who love the game and working with youth. We are proud of the inclusive and diverse community we've cultivated, and its long-lasting positive impact is evident when talking to any of our participating families. For the SCGA Junior Golf Foundation to be successful, we rely on so many entities, including your clubs, your members, companies, sponsors, foundations, and others. Please know that we are very grateful for each and every one of you, and we look forward to the opportunities 2023 will bring. And now, Kevin Heaney will provide you with the SCGA's operational report.
Thank you, Dan. I would like to begin by recognizing our entire team and board for their exceptional work in helping lead the association to new heights this year. I would also like to acknowledge the past presidents of the SCGA, along with the many who served with the Heritage Associations, including the Public Links Golf Association of Southern California, the Women's Public Link Golf Association, the San Diego County Women's Golf Association, and the Desert Women's Golf Association. We thank you for your past service and for joining us today. Before we begin, we would like to recognize the passing of longtime SCGA volunteer, Bim Jollymore. For 20 years, Bim served as a passionate rules official, treating every assignment the same and often reminding us that the name of the tournament wasn't what was important, it was the participants. A longtime member at Red Hill Country Club, Bim was also the head coach of the men's golf team at Claremont McKenna College for 19 years, which included a Division III national championship in 2016. In 2020, Bim was presented with the SCGA's Jim House Award, the highest award given to an SCGA volunteer to honor dedicated and exemplary service. We will always remember his contributions to the SCGA and the game of golf in Southern California. Now I'd like to spend a few minutes sharing key updates from around the SCGA. We're completing year one of our new strategic plan, which is guiding the future direction of the organization. We've made substantial progress over the past year in several key areas, including ways to better serve our members and clubs, and a renewed emphasis on good for the game initiatives, as well as the continued integration, promotion, and support of public affairs and the SCGA Junior Golf Foundation. This year, our public affairs team managed a number of high-profile issues, highlighted by a legislative attempt to repurpose California municipal golf courses for other uses. Public Affairs, in collaboration with the Communications and Marketing Department, managed a statewide campaign to engage and mobilize the entire golf industry. With the support of numerous industry and retail partners, the bill was defeated. Also, as we know all too well, California is now the land of permanent drought. Water is as indispensable to the Southern California golf community as it is scarce and expensive. In August, the SCGA spearheaded a consortium of partners and organizers to produce a SoCal Golf and Water Summit, where the golf industry gathered to showcase how they have been meeting these challenges and, more importantly, how we plan to continue to be proactive and solution-based as we deal with this new reality. While the golf industry, over the last 20 years, has gone to great lengths to reduce its water footprint, we'll need to do more and share our progress with elected officials, especially at the local levels of government. For those interested in periodic legislative updates from our public affairs team, please visit our public affairs hub at scga.org. We are pleased to share that the total memberships are up nearly 5% to more than 194,000, another all-time high for the association. Thanks to our aggressive digital and local outreach efforts, memberships are up in all three main club categories: public, private, and affiliate clubs, with a total of more than 25,000 new members just this year. While we introduce more golfers to the association, we're working hard to retain the existing members by providing club officials the tools to manage their membership rosters and tournament schedules more effectively. Our record membership has driven record participation levels across all of our championships, competitions, and outings, as almost every event sold out with a waiting list. One of the memorable highlights of 2022 will undoubtedly be the SCGA Amateur and Women's Amateur Championships, played concurrently at San Diego Country Club. It was a festive and inclusive week, capped off by fantastic golf and two worthy champions. We are also thankful to have concluded nearly a full year of programming without any significant COVID-related disruptions. 2023 will be another exciting year, as two USGA championships will be contested here in Southern California: the US Open at the Los Angeles Country Club and the U.S. Women's Amateur Championship at Bel Air Country Club. Finally, be on the lookout for 2 new out-of-market member outings next year when we visit Whistling Straits and Scotland. Member Services continues to support the World Handicap System, including the rollout of GPS functionality enhancements to the GIN app. The team has also worked with the Technology Department to develop the SCGA Knowledge Base, a landing page designed to serve as a self-help hub for questions on membership, handicap, and score posting. This valuable tool will give members the ability to find answers to common questions in an easy-to-navigate format. Our communications and marketing team continues to excel, aiding in advancing all functions of the organization, including events, public affairs, member clubs, and development, and in addition to continued support of the SCGA Junior Golf Foundation. To do so, the team is relying more heavily on video content to engage and connect with the SoCal golf community. Similar to membership and association events, the SCGA Junior Golf Foundation is seeing record program participation, driving the foundation to look for more ways to continue expanding programs and services. Dan just shared with you the incredible progress of our foundation in serving our communities. Their passionate team is making an impactful difference in the lives of Southern California youth. We're pleased to welcome 2 new members to the SCGA Board of Directors, Bob Osborne, a longtime SCGA course rater, rules official, and member of Old Ranch Country Club, and Larry Stein, an accomplished attorney and strategic advisor who is a member of Brentwood Country Club. While both have just recently joined the board, they have already rolled up their sleeves and are active in our strategic planning initiatives. We would also like to thank Bob Livingston, who is wrapping up his time as immediate past president and will be stepping off the board. Bob has contributed immensely to the success of SCGA and SCGA Junior Golf Foundation, and we'd like to thank him for his service to the association. In partnership with the Southern California section of the PGA, our 2 regional associations will now honor Southland golf luminaries via the Southern California Golf Hall of Fame program. The inaugural event is slated for March 2023. This annual celebration will create a unified recognition program and provide another opportunity to collaborate with our partners in the section. This new program will be supported with a standalone website, dedicated branding, and communication support throughout the year. There are several job openings within both the SCGA and the Foundation. All job postings can be found at scga.org/careers. Please share these opportunities with friends, family, or anyone who may be interested. I'd like to provide a brief update on the status of the search for my replacement. After reviewing more than 70 applications and interviewing 10 high-caliber candidates, the board's executive search committee has narrowed the field for the SCGA executive director position to a few finalists. They expect to identify and announce my successor by early December. I will then work with this individual during a transition period throughout my retirement date in March of 2023. And finally, as I wrap up my 38th year with the SCGA, I want to take the opportunity to thank all of you whom I've had the great privilege of connecting with throughout my career. It has been my true fortune to work alongside dedicated board members and volunteers, allied partners, club officials, and our wonderful membership. I would particularly like to express my gratitude to my exceptional colleagues at the SCGA office. This talented group of individuals never failed to amaze me with their knowledge, skill, and creativity. They are the reason SCGA continues to be a leader in the golf industry. When you get to the end of your career, it's nice to look back and reflect on accomplishments. Of much more significance, however, is the opportunity to realize the myriad of treasured relationships you have formed. Thank you for allowing me to serve you for these many years. I hope I've helped bring joy into your golf experience. Now we will continue with a USGA update from Mike Sweeney, Director of Regional Affairs West.
Thank you, Kevin, and hello, everyone. It's great to be here today to provide you with updates from the USGA. The USGA's purpose is to unify the golf community, to showcase the golfers who inspire us, to govern the sport without bias, to ensure a solid foundation, and to advance the good of the game with an eye to the next 10, 20, 50, and 100 years and beyond. And we could not do any of these things without the support of the SCGA staff, board, and volunteers. You are our partner in Southern California that supports our work and does so much more locally for your member clubs and golfers. You are unifying the golf community locally through your leadership within the California Alliance for Golf. You're advocating for golf in Southern California through your public affairs team. You're conducting course ratings for every golf course, providing World Handicap System education and awareness to all your clubs, and providing the USGA's GIN score posting and stat tracking app to all your members to make their golf experience more enjoyable. We are approaching almost 3 million golfers in the US with the handicap index. The number of golfers with the handicap index is up 5% compared to 2021, and it is exciting to see more and more golfers enjoying this game and many lapsed golfers continuing to come back to the game. From a championship perspective, 2022 was a year of firsts. We held our first USGA championship in Alaska as the U.S. Senior Women's Amateur took place at Anchorage Golf Club, completing the USGA's quest to conduct a championship in all 50 states. The U.S. Women's Amateur 4-Ball was conducted in Puerto Rico, which was the first time a USGA championship was held in a U.S. territory. In July, we hosted the first U.S. Adaptive Open, which showcased and celebrated the adaptive golf community by providing them the stage to achieve their dreams and compete for a national championship. Thinking about USGA championships in Southern California, we love coming here. We've had 5 championships held in Southern California over the last 6 years, and 2 more are coming next year. Next year, June 15th through 18th, the Los Angeles Country Club will host their first U.S. Open. They previously hosted the 1930 Women's Amateur, the 1954 Junior Amateur, and in 2017 we saw firsthand during the Walker Cup what a special venue, layout, and club LACC is, and we can't wait to showcase it to the world's best players and fans from around the world. On August 7th through 13th, Bel Air Country Club will host the U.S. Women's Amateur Championship. We are thrilled to showcase this historic layout to the world's best amateur golfers, many of whom will be future stars in the professional game. A special thanks goes to Jeff Ninneman and the SCGA staff and rules officials that administer and run 43 USGA qualifiers in the region, and to the clubs that host those qualifiers for the SCGA. We have 677 qualifiers annually and 42,000 entrants. Of those 42,000 entrants, only 6% actually make it to a USGA championship. So for 94% of the qualifying entrants, their national championship experience is at your qualifier and your clubs. We appreciate the level of attention and detail you give those events to provide an exceptional experience to all the participants. On January 1st, we will update the rules of golf as part of its normal 4-year revision cycle, with minor changes expected in 2023. You can expect to hear more about what those revisions are when the SCGA will share a press release with you in early November. And I want to continue to urge you all to use your cell phone to access the rules of golf through the USGA Rules app. Hopefully the days of keeping a rules book in your golf bag are fading behind us. Our Rules of Golf app has videos, graphics, FAQs, a great search function, and quizzes for any of you rules geeks out there. I'll close by saying that our commitment to you all is to continue to be courageous leaders and trusted partners who are fully committed to an even better future for our game. We look forward to continuing to enhance the work we do together to better serve and grow our shared customers of golfers, clubs, golf courses, and your local golf communities. Now we'll turn the meeting back over to Nikki Gatch.
Thank you for that update, Mike, on all of the great work the USGA is doing in the Southern California region. We are so excited for the upcoming U.S. Open at the Los Angeles Country Club next June, where we will watch the best golfers in the world compete for our national championship right here in our own backyard. I would now like to ask our nominating committee chairman, past president Bob Livingston, to introduce the members of our board of directors and the officers of the association for the upcoming year. Bob, it is hard to believe that after so many years of service with the SCGA, your official time is coming to an end. I just want to take this opportunity to recognize the support, dedication, and passion you have shown for the SCGA and, quite frankly, for all of golf in Southern California over the years. We know you won't go too far because we won't let you, and you will always be part of the SCGA family. Thank you.
Thank you for the kind words, Nikki. I am so happy that you joined our board and ascended to the presidency, and I compliment you for your service. My time serving the SCGA has been rewarding beyond words. The friendships I have made and the contributions that I hope I have made to the association and to the game give me great satisfaction, and I wouldn't change any of it for the world. And now on to the business at hand. We appreciate the response from our clubs in voting for this year's SCGA Board of Directors. This was the third year that we employed voting by proxy, and we again received an outstanding response from the leadership of our clubs. As chair of the nominating committee, it gives me great pleasure to announce the slate of SCGA Board of Directors for the year 2022-2023. George Bedell, South Bay Public Links Golf Club. John Fisher, the Los Angeles Country Club. John Kobara, Screaming Eagles Golf Club. Kathy Curata, Friendly Hills Country Club and Mission Hills Ladies. Azucena Maldonado, Latina Golfers Golf Club. George Mallory, Rancho Park Golf Club. Bob Osborne, Metal Art Golf Club and Old Ranch Country Club. Tom Rule, Briarwood Golf Club. Larry Stein, Brentwood Country Club, and immediate past president Nikki Gatch, SCPGA Tour alumni. We would also like to announce that the following individuals have been elected by the SCGA Board of Directors to serve as officers of the association for the 2022-2023 year. President, Mike Ortega, Skylinks Men's Golf Club and Gauchos and Gringos Golf Club. Vice President, Wee Dang, Griffith Park Golf Club. Secretary, Zach Moran, Golf Course Superintendents Association of Southern California and Olivas Links Golf Club. Treasurer, Lynn Haraway, Porter Valley Country Club. And now, it is my pleasure to turn over the podium to my good friend and the newly elected president of the Southern California Golf Association, Mike Ortega.
Thank you, Bob. For the last 25 years, you have been an instrumental member of the SCGA community, serving as a rules official, a board member, and president of the association. You have been a mentor to so many, and we are forever in your debt. Today, I am quite humbled by the honor to become the new president of the SCGA. I was first introduced to the game during my service in the U.S. Army. I was stationed in Northern California, and every weekend, my roommates, all golfers, dragged me to the golf course. What started out as multiple 120s on the scorecard quickly turned to a lifetime passion. And it's why I always tell people to take the time to introduce at least one person to our game. It changed my life, and it can do the same for others. In the 1980s, as a member of Skylinks Golf Club in Long Beach, I volunteered to help marshal hole number 7 at Riviera during the Los Angeles Open. There I was, inside the ropes, watching the best players in the world. I was hooked on golf and just as hooked on giving back to this wonderful game through volunteerism. In 2023, I will celebrate my 38th year of volunteering at Riviera. Over the last 4 decades, there have been many highlights, including serving as the tournament chair for the 2007 Nissan Open, announcing groups on the first tee, and collaborating with some of the most incredible people in the game of golf. I have now been lucky enough to work at more than 65 professional tournaments, including stops on the PGA Tour, Champions Tour, LPGA Tour, and various PGA of America events. I have traveled across the country and established many lifelong friendships. I began working amateur events for the Public Links Golf Association and became very involved with my club. In 2003, I was honored to serve as the organization's president, and I continued to serve on the board until we merged with the SCGA in 2011. As a new SCGA board member, I was exposed to a whole world of opportunities in amateur golf. I began volunteering as a course raider and as a rules official. Through the last 11 years, I have been so impressed with the staffs of the SCGA and the SCGA Junior Golf Foundation, who have helped transform both organizations to better reflect the diversity of the communities we serve. Looking ahead, 2023 will be full of opportunities, headlined by the U.S. Open Championship returning to Los Angeles for the first time in nearly 75 years. The SCGA and the SCGA Junior Golf Foundation have worked hard to ensure the association will be quite active and visible during the U.S. Open. In 2023, we will also witness the retirement of our longtime executive director, Kevin Heaney. There are not enough words to describe how much Kevin has meant to amateur golf, both throughout Southern California and across the entire state. On a personal note, Kevin has been a great mentor to me. I will miss our dinners on the road and his colorful stories about his experiences in the game. I look forward to working closely with Kevin's successor and am quite confident that with our excellent board and staff, we will continue to strive for further inclusion, diversity, and access. I would like to thank everyone who turned in to our 2022 annual meeting. On behalf of the staff and board, I look forward to the coming year and leading the association in support of golf in Southern California. With that, our meeting is adjourned.